Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. Here's Dalton. Under heavy pressure and down. Goes Dalton on the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off play action. Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Davion Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Fields. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Throwing after the interception, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's third down. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Robinson as time expires in the first half. And the Bears get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Fields on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Sanders. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line,
You could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 15-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They hand off to their big tight end. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Buying time to his left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
3rd and 2, Fields. Flush to his right, and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st down, Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And that will get him another first down, but the clock's certainly working against him. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Off play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Well, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Back to throw. Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before. We've seen guys maybe hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. A shotgun snap. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what, we're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.